What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video where we are going to be going over the startup costs for Amazon FBA. So if you guys are wondering how much money do I need, what is it going to take, this is going to be the perfect video that is going to break down everything with the pricing, the softwares that you're going to need, the product costs, and everything that you guys are going to want to know before you start your Amazon FBA business. Now, I know that there's a ton of different videos out there for different startup costs, and I just wanted to put together a PDF that literally lays out every single cost that you guys are going to have for your Amazon FBA business. So I'm going to go over that PDF, and also I'm going to include in the link in the description below a complete free access to the link. It's literally going to be a link. It's going to redirect you directly to the PDF. You don't need to enter in your email. It's completely free. So I just want to give you guys all the information that you guys need to know how much it's going to start. Okay, so let's dive into my computer where I'm going to talk about the different startup costs. So right here we have, as you guys can see, the PDF, and like I said, you can download it completely free. And the first cost is obvious. It's the Amazon account. It's going to be $39.99 every single month for you guys to have an Amazon seller account. So to sign up, you click on this link. It will redirect you, and you guys can create your seller account right there. The next kind of expenses that you guys need to take into account are the product research tools. Okay, so there are a lot of different research tools, and for that reason I listed a few, and some of my favorites such as Jungle Scout, we have Helium 10, Merchant Words, Viral Launch. So depending on the research tool that you guys want, it's going to cost different. Okay, so right here, as you guys can see, we have the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, which is a one-time fee of $197. And with Viral Launch Chrome extension, it's going to be $14 a month with the discount code. So after the first month, it's going to be $20 every single month. Okay, so basically, if you have Viral Launch for 10 months, it basically pays for the Jungle Scout Chrome extension. So if you guys are in Amazon for the long run, you might as well pay the one-time fee and not get charged every single month for the subscription with Viral Launch and Helium 10. But if you guys are in the mindset of, okay, maybe I'm going to find a product in 1 month, cancel the subscription, and then 6 months later I'm going to find another product and then get the Chrome extension, then you can do that as well. So it just kind of depends on what you guys want for your product research tools. My personal opinion, I like to have it for life. And so a one-time fee makes more sense for me because I'm going to be selling on Amazon for the rest of my life. So I might as well pay a one-time fee and not pay every single month, okay? So you just kind of have to take that into account, and depending on what you guys want, I have the different links included. And with Viral Launch, you can get a discount code, and the same thing with Merchant Words. I get $9 a month instead of $30 a month, and basically Merchant Words helps you basically track different keywords and basically knows the search volumes for different keywords, which is going to help you guys find products, and it's going to help you guys optimize your listings. So those are the different product research tools, and you're only going to need either Jungle Scout, Viral Launch, or Helium 10, and then you'll need Merchant Words as well, so just depending on what you guys choose. So the next expense is going to be UPC barcodes. This is going to be $10 for 5 barcodes. It's super cheap. I recommend Barcodes Mania, and I actually go over an entire video on UPC codes, which are legit, which ones you can use. So you guys can watch that video, and I will include that in the link in the description as well. So UPC barcodes is going to be $10, super cheap. So now to the cost of the product and creating a logo. So if you guys want to brand your product and you want to have basically unique packaging and you want to have your logo on the product, you have to create a logo. So that's going to be $20, and then the cost of the product, depending on if you want to customize it, how many units you're going to order. This is where it's completely subjective, okay? So this is where a lot of people have different opinions, and for that reason, I put $200 to $10,000, and it just depends on the situation that you are currently in, okay? So let me explain. So I launched a product for $50, okay? Did it make me millions of dollars? No, it made me maybe a couple $100. But then with that $100, I reinvested it and I ordered 100 units, and then I scaled up from there. Okay, so you can do that by ordering literally 50, 100 units, a test order, and then basically with that money that you make, reinvest in the business, okay? So that's a really slow process. You're not going to become financially free by ordering 50 units, but it's a great starting point. So you can literally start with a $200 product cost. But if you want to basically scale your business and grow it to be a six-figure business like I did and a bunch of other sellers have and are currently doing to basically 7 figures as well, then your startup cost is going to be a lot more. And the reason being is you're going to have to buy more units, and the cost of the product is going to be more expensive. You're customizing packaging, you're putting on customized logos, and you're basically customizing everything. So that's where the cost of the product is going to be a lot more. So basically it could range from $1,000 to $10,000 if you guys are customizing it and you want to scale your business. Okay, so have that in mind. Depending on the situation that you guys are currently in, you can start with a little test order, or you can go all in and order a couple thousand units, but your cost of the product is going to be a lot more. So that just completely depends. And that's where so many different people have their different opinions. And I've seen people, like I said, I myself launched a product for literally $50, and I turned that $50 investment into $200, and then I just went from there, okay? So just dependent on where you guys are at, it's going to range, like I said, $200 to $10,000. It could even range up to $50,000. It just depends on the product that you guys pick and how many units you order, okay? So that's going to be completely subjective, and that's why there's so many different opinions out there where they say, oh, you need $500, or oh, you need $20,000 or $5,000. That's where basically the opinion comes in. And in my personal opinion, you guys can start with as little as $200 and go all the way up to $10,000. It just depends on your situation. So now let's go to the next expense, which is Amazon Mailer. This is basically an automated email sender that's going to help you get organic reviews, help keep your feedback to a 5-star rating, and that's going to be $20 a month, okay? So that is a necessity with your Amazon business, and I highly recommend Amazon Mailer. There's also Jump Send that you guys can use as well, but I personally use Amazon Mailer. So those are basically the main costs, the startup costs for Amazon FBA. So now let's jump into the optional product launching expenses, okay? So this is where we're going to be talking about the product launch, doing giveaways, product photos, and creating an LLC or a DBA, okay? So these are completely optional, and I'm going to explain why they're optional. So right here, product photos. The reason why I say they're optional is because you can learn how to do them yourself, or you may have a friend or a family member that will do them for free. So if you guys can teach yourself how to do them, and that's what I did to save me a lot of money, and it does require time, it does take some effort to learn how, you can teach yourself how to do these product pictures. But if you're in the situation of, oh, I don't want to do that, I don't even want to think about product pictures, then you're going to spend between $100 to $747 depending on who you pick to take your pictures, okay? So have that in mind. If you don't know how to take pictures, or you don't have a family or friend that can, then it's going to be another expense, okay? So I didn't put that into the grand total cost, but have that in mind when you're basically starting your Amazon business. Can you teach yourself or not? And I also have an entire video where I show you how to basically take a product listing image to make it a pure white background using your iPhone. So you can make it look professional using your iPhone, and I would highly recommend to watch that video as well if you guys are worried about product pictures. So that's another optional product launching expense. So product photos, and now to the product launch. This is where you guys can do giveaways, basically try to get your product to the front page. And to be completely honest, I don't use the giveaway method. I just literally find a product, and I know that it's in demand, I know it's low competition, and I can rank that product using just PPC, okay? So that's pay per click. So I don't need to spend all that money on a product launching service. But if you are trying to basically rank a little more competitive product and it's kind of your first go at it and you aren't sure, then using a product launch service will get you guys ranked, but you still have to optimize your PPC. You still have to optimize your different listings and use product images so that it maintains that rank, okay? So that's where you need to be careful depending on your product launch service, and that's why I have it as an optional expense, okay? So product photos and product launch services are optional, just depending on your situation, and then as well as creating an LLC or a DBA, okay? So this is going to be $100 with LegalZoom plus government fees, so that's another $300 about, and that's basically creating your own business. So you don't need that. You can basically register your Amazon seller account with your social security number, and you do not need the LLC. So that's another optional expense if you want to actually create a legitimate business. So I would recommend to do that maybe in the future once you do start growing and you do have the capital to basically grow your business. So that's another thing that you want to have in mind, is creating an LLC. And so basically those are the main Amazon FBA startup costs. And now let's get to the grand total, where we have the software tools. And I basically added up the cheapest one. So I did the Amazon account. I did the viral launch, which was $14 a month. So if you guys want to get it for a month and then cancel, you can do that. So if you get the Chrome extension, the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. And then you have the UPC barcodes, and that's going to be the total cost of $111.99, okay? So that's going to be your software tools, and then the product costs is going to be, I would recommend about $1,000, okay? So depending on your situation, like I said, it could be less and it could be a lot more, but I feel like $1,000 is a very comfortable product startup cost where you can source a good product and get 200 to 500 units and have really healthy profit margins as well. So having a product cost of $1,000. And then the last expense that I put in is a mentor or a course cost. So for example, my course is $247 with my mentorship. And the reason why I put that in the cost is because if you try to basically piece all this together yourself and just go watch a bunch of different YouTube videos and ask your friends or just do research yourself, it's going to cost you a lot more than that in trial and error. So I just put that as basically your trial and error, or if you decide to get a course or a mentor, it's going to save you money with a course, and then if you do trial and error, it's probably going to be a little bit more. So I added that in as a cost because with business, you're going to fail. There's going to be bumps in the road, so you can't just plan this is going to be the cost and everything's going to be perfect, because it's not that way. You're going to have mishaps with taxes, with shipping expenses, with other basically costs that you did not take into account because you didn't know what you're doing. But if you took a course and you had a mentor, then they're going to be able to guide you in the right direction and save you money in the long run. So that's why I put that in the overall costs. And if you add up the software tools, the product cost, and the mentor course cost, the grand total is going to be $1,358.99. Okay, so $1,358.99 is going to be the grand total cost if you guys want to start your Amazon FBA business. And with this startup cost, I feel like it's a really comfortable number, and I feel like you have some flexibility if you do have that much money, and I feel like you guys can easily start your Amazon FBA business if you have this much startup capital. And if you have less or you have more, you guys can make it work. It just depends on your situation, and that's why I basically want to show you that basically all the videos out there are really opinionated, and everyone is saying, oh no, you need this much, and if you don't, you're going to fail. It's not that way. You can start with literally software tools, $111, that's a must, and then you don't need a course, but I would recommend to get one. because it's going to save you money in the long run. And then the product cost, like I said, I launched a product for 50 bucks. So you could start for under $200, but is that going to basically create financial freedom? No, but you can at least start and get your feet wet and understand how Amazon works. And then once you save up money, you can invest more and basically launch a bigger product that's going to get a bigger return on investment. So I just wanted to go over that video, give you guys my honest opinion on how much it costs to start an Amazon business. And I hope that you guys found this valuable as well. And like I said, I'm going to have all the links in the description below. I'm going to have the link for this PDF so that you guys can download it directly. You have all the links of the different basically items or checklists that you guys need to start. And you guys can decide what software tools you want. And I also have a lot of different YouTube videos where I talk about Viral Launch, Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Amazon Mailer, the different barcodes, basically setting up an account. I basically have a ton of different videos that go into detail about every single cost right here. So this is just basically an overview of the different costs, and then in the other videos I dive in detail of what they actually are going to do for you and why they're necessary. Okay, so go download this PDF, use it, take advantage of it, and don't be afraid to start your own Amazon business, because for me, it has literally changed my life, and I'm so thankful for Amazon FBA because literally it's the best thing ever that has happened to me. I can basically create my own schedule. I'm financially free. I can travel when I want. I don't have someone telling me what to do, and I would highly recommend for you guys to start if you guys are kind of on the borderline of starting or not. So please take advantage of all the free content that I'm giving you. And also, if you guys are interested, I do have a course and a mentorship program, and I will include that in the link in the description as well, which I will basically hold your hand to help you guys be successful with your Amazon business. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, like it, and leave a comment with any questions or anything that has to do with Amazon or online business. I'm more than happy to help you. And also, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.